Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel Dentistry After BDS. Today we will be talking about opportunities for foreign dentists in the magic land of New Zealand. If you are looking for opportunities in New Zealand and are wondering where to begin, well, don't worry. Today I am going to take you through the hurdles you'll have to pass to get there. New Zealand provides opportunities for both foreign dental graduates and specialists to practice in New Zealand. The pathways for both involve sitting in a rigorous exam and passing it. We will talk about them one by one. In the end, we'll also talk about a pathway that doesn't involve exams. Yes, you heard that right, no exams. So keep watching until the end. Now, let's have a look at the steps involved from registration to licensure for practice in New Zealand. These are: first, fitness of registration; second, having a prescribed degree; and third, showing your competence for practice. Let's discuss these steps one by one. Now, the first thing that you must ensure before registering in the New Zealand Dental Board is that you must be fit for registration. Now, what does that mean? Let me explain. Fitness for registration basically sets up certain benchmarks that the New Zealand Dental Board expects the foreign candidates to have. These include things like competency in English, criminal records, mental status, physical status, and a whole lot of things which you can read in this image right here. Fitness for registration also includes English language proficiency. Since the national language of New Zealand is English, they expect you to have an excellent English writing and speaking skills. To prove your proficiency in English, you can give one of the two exams mandated by the New Zealand Dental Board. These are the IELTS exam and the Occupational English Test or the OET exam. In IELTS, you must score an average score of 7.5 or more and at least 7 in each band of the 4 individual components of listening, reading, writing, and speaking. In OET, you will require a pass with A or B grades in each of the 4 components. This completes the first step, that is accomplishing fitness for registration. After this, you can fill up the NZDREX application form. Next step is procuring a prescribed degree. A prescribed degree enables you to directly move on to the next stage of practicing as a dentist without actually giving any exams. You can find the list of prescribed degrees in the descriptions below, and if you belong to any one of those categories, then congratulations, you can skip this step. For the remaining dentists from countries like India, Pakistan, Nepal, etc., you have to take the long route, that is the route of the equivalency exam. After you pass this equivalency exam, your qualification is considered to be prescribed. So what exactly are the New Zealand Dental Registration Examinations or NZDREX? Well, till August 2015, they were a separate examination. But since then, these exams have been scrapped in favor of the NDEB equivalency exams administered by the Canadian Dental Board. Yes, you heard that right. Getting a pass in the NDEB equivalency exam will automatically allow you to register yourself as a dentist in New Zealand. In-depth discussion about the NDEB equivalency process can be found in a video we made right here. You can go and check that out right now and come back later. However, in broad strokes, the NDEB exam comprises of the following 3 components: an assessment of your fundamental knowledge, that is the AFK exam, an assessment of your clinical judgment, that is the ACJ exam, an assessment of your clinical skills, that is the ACS exam. You can give each exam 3 times and have to pass all of the tests to be considered eligible for selection. Now that you have completed and passed the examination, you just have to submit the application and wait for the board to assess your competency and application. After successful application, you have to pay an assessment fee and an annual practicing fee, details of which you can find in the description below. Now congratulations, you are a practicing dentist in New Zealand. But what if you already have a specialization in your home country and want to practice it in New Zealand? Don't worry, there is a way to do that too. Just like the equivalency process for bachelors, there is an equivalency process for dental specialists called the New Zealand Dental Specialist Registration Examination. This exam is modified based on your master's degree. There are some eligibility criteria related to this exam along with being fit to register, which include the English proficiency test. These criteria can be found on the New Zealand board site, which I have linked in the description below. The specialization exam consists of 5 sections. Written examination, which establishes whether a candidate has an adequate understanding of the scientific basis of a specialty and that he or she can apply that knowledge to clinical situations. Second, case presentation, where applicants are required to submit documentation of a number of specific cases relating to their specialty. Third, clinical examination. Fourth, oral examination. Fifth, evaluation of the candidate's research skills. All sections of the exam must be successfully completed to pass the exam. No partial passes are awarded. Also, candidates will be permitted one attempt only at the specialist examination. You have to pay an assessment fee at the time of giving the application, and once you pass the exam, you can pay the annual practicing fee and start your practicing right away. So, that wraps up the traditional ways a foreign dentist or a dental specialist can gain licensure to practice in New Zealand. But is there another way a graduate can achieve practicing license without giving an exam? Of course there is. Let me tell you about it. Now, if you don't have a prescribed qualification, you can have two options. Either you can sit in the equivalency process as discussed previously, or you can apply for individual assessment if you believe your qualifications, training and experience are equivalent to a prescribed qualification for your scope of practice. Now, what does that individual assessment entail? First of all, the Health Practitioners Competence Assurance Act 2003 provides that the New Zealand Dental Board may treat an overseas qualification as a prescribed qualification if, in their opinion, the qualification is equivalent to or as satisfactory as a prescribed qualification. Now, if the candidate is able to provide documentary evidence satisfactory to the council that their qualifications may be treated as equivalent to or as satisfactory as a prescribed qualification, and he or she can demonstrate the competence to practice in the scope of practice in which they wish to register, they may apply for an individual assessment. So what that means basically is that you have to show your competence with your academics and your clinical skills in front of a panel of judges that are pre-selected by the New Zealand Dental Board. Now, what does this individual assessment entail? The individual assessment process consists of a number of steps. First, determining your fitness for registration. Second, assessment of your qualification. Third, assessment of your competence, that includes the review of practice experience and online interview. And the final step, that is council consideration and decision. After enduring this grilling screening process, if you are found to be eligible, you will directly be rewarded with the practicing license. Although this way may seem like a direct method, but the screening criteria of the council are quite stringent and tough. So only apply if you're fully confident in your skills, academics and achievements. With that, we come to an end on our video on New Zealand. Hope you learned something of value today and it helped you. Feel free to leave feedback or any questions that you might have in the comment section below. All the important links and sites will be in the description. Thank you, and until the next time.